You know, in the long history of sacred objects, some legends aren't just told, they're forged. Forged in fire and in faith, with a power that echoes through generations. Today, we're going to trace one of those legends, the story of the Phra Chakrawat amulet, and the incredible monk who created it, Chao Ma. That's more than just an old saying, isn't it? It's a stark, powerful testament to an amulet's protective power. For so many people, this isn't folklore. It's an undeniable truth, a promise of invulnerability cast in sacred metal. So we're diving into the Phra Chakrawat of Wat Sam Pluem. This is an amulet whose reputation places it right at the very top of its class. A Phra Chakrawat is known as a Buddha of victory, an object of incredible devotion, and this particular one, well, it's a true masterpiece, the legacy of one of the kingdom's greatest masters. To really get a sense of its importance, you have to understand where it stands. The Phra Chakrawat of Chao Ma is revered as one of the Benja Praki. That's the top 5, the most sought-after Phra Chakrawat amulets in all of Thailand. Every single name on this list is a titan, and Chao Ma, he stands among them as a true legend. But here's where the story gets really interesting. To understand the creator, we have to go back in time, to a life that seems worlds away from a spiritual path. Because before he was a revered monk, he was a man known for something else entirely. I mean, the contrast is just staggering. On one side, you have Ma. He was a feared, respected local tough guy, a man who feared absolutely no one. When he walked down the street, people would literally say, "Dao Ma Liao, the boss has arrived." And on the other side, the revered monk he became, just radiating this immense spiritual power. It was a total transformation of the soul. Can you imagine? At his ordination, his preceptor saw something truly extraordinary in him. He spoke a prophecy that would basically define his entire life. A choice between two kinds of greatness. This single sentence foretold a destiny of huge influence, whether in the world of men or the world of spirit. He chose the spiritual path, and believe me, he would come to lead kings. But a transformation like that doesn't just happen by chance. It was forged through immense effort, tireless discipline, and an unbreakable will to master not only himself, but also the deepest, most profound sacred arts. This was a step-by-step climb to mastery. First, he built the foundation, diving deep into the study of the Dharma. Then came the inner journey, using Vipassana meditation to unlock real spiritual power. He pushed his limits with the grueling ascetic practice of Thudong, wandering through wild jungles. And finally, he sought out the other great teachers of his day to master their esoteric arts. Now, his skill wasn't created out of thin air. He became the keeper of a sacred tradition, a holy recipe for creating these powerful objects that stretched way back through the mists of Thai history. The knowledge he held carried the weight of history itself. You can trace it directly back to the Ayutthaya era, to the legendary teacher of King Naresuan the Great. This sacred formula was passed down master to master through generations of the highest monks, until it reached him. He wasn't just making amulets, he was a guardian of a holy legacy. So the power of these amulets comes from more than just the master's chanting. It comes from the very stuff they're made of, materials soaked in centuries of devotion and incredible historical meaning. Okay, this part of the story is truly incredible. After a huge fire at Phra Phutthacharn, the ultra-sacred site of the Buddhist footprint, Chao Ma collected the remnants. And we're not talking about common materials here. We're talking about the ashes of gold and silver mats offered by kings, melted precious metals from centuries of royal offerings. His amulets were literally forged from the ashes of history, containing physical pieces of immense faith and time itself. Legends like this are always cemented by stories of miracles. And maybe the most famous story that proves this amulet's power comes from another highly revered monk, Chao Ma, who told everyone what happened to his own father. Just picture that scene. Chao Ma's father, a district chief, is confronted by a dangerous bandit. The gun is pointed right at him. The trigger is pulled. And nothing. Just that useless click of metal hitting metal. In that impossible moment, the legend of Chao Ma's amulet was burned into history, a true testament to its power to protect. But the story doesn't end with Chao Ma. A true master makes sure that the sacred flame he carries is passed on, that the knowledge he guarded continues to light up the world. Before he passed away, Chao Ma entrusted those ancient recipes, the sacred texts, to his most devoted disciple, Samdet Sangharat Pe. And it was that single act that ensured the lineage would continue, leading directly to the creation of the famous and equally powerful Phra Ajarn amulets of Wat Sudat. It started a whole new chapter in this epic story. So, just so we're all on the same page, let's quickly define the object at the heart of this story. The Phra Ajarn, the Victory Buddha, is a small metal amulet made for protection and for triumph over hard times. The main difference between it and its famous cousin, the Phra Ajarn, is that the Phra Ajarn is solid. It doesn't have that little secret bead inside that rattles. And his impact was felt everywhere. This was a monk who was deeply revered by the highest levels of society. We're talking King Rama V and the royal court, but he was just as beloved by the ordinary people he served every single day. His legacy is one of profound spiritual power and just boundless compassion. So it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What forges a man's spirit into a sacred legend? Is it some grand prophecy? Is it sheer discipline? Or maybe it's the act of taking the ashes of the past and forging them into a promise for the future. The journey of Chao Ma shows us that a legend isn't just born from power, but from a profound transformation that echoes through all of time.